Good morning, motivational walk. Okay, today we are talking about being a victim and the ego. Okay, so I've read, is it the Power of Now? The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. And it really opened my mind to what the ego is. I know people have egos, but I had never really processed the idea. So when we talk to ourselves in our head, usually who is talking is the ego. And who answers is our soul or our actual being. So when the ego says, you're not good enough, you're lazy, that's the ego trying to keep itself alive. So if we stop feeding the ego or listening to the ego, eventually we quiet it down or even kill it. And it's a crazy idea to understand. I know. It took me a long time. And I'm still working on it because the ego comes up all the time. I am 100% guilty of that. But reading a new book, finished it, The Story of You, and he talks about being a victim and how we like to put ourselves in the victim mode. And I had never thought about it this way, but the reason why we put ourselves in the victim mode is because if you're a victim, then we are the good guys, right? In all the hero stories, the victim is the good guy. And if you're the bully or the bad person, you're the bad guy, right? So anytime we have to choose, most people will go with, I am a victim, I am the good guy. So if we think about it in those terms, in The Story of You, he talks about, it's a great quote, and I listened to it, 10 times, because I really had to understand the message. And he says it like this. He says, the victim, that person that says, I had a hard life, everything bad happens to me, why everything goes against me, life is hard, all these things we say to ourselves in our head, right? The victim mode. What the victim is the hero unrealized. Okay, think about it. Whatever hero story, I'm just thinking Spider-Man at the moment. Spider-Man, he is the victim, right? The bad guy wants to do something to him. He is the victim, but he hasn't done the heroic thing yet. So that's all victims are. We are the good person who's been bullied, but we haven't done the heroic thing. And what's the heroic thing? It's different for everybody. But that's where we take the reign. That's where we take the choice. We take responsibility for whatever's happened in our life. Not that it's our fault, but we take responsibility to fix ourselves and become the hero of our story. Do the hard thing. Do the heroic thing. Okay. So that right there is how we become the hero, by doing the hard things and not just moving through life, right? The hero or Spider-Man isn't just gonna take whatever the bad guy's doing. I can't even think of his name right now. He's not gonna take it, right? He's gonna go against the grain and put effort into saving his life, saving his aunt's life, saving his girlfriend's life. That's what he's gonna do. Same thing for us. We have to put in the work to save ourselves, save our family, break that chain of whatever trauma we're living through our families. And I will say this. I had like an aha moment when I realized I am the rule and not the exception. So if bad things have happened to me, it happens to everybody because I am the rule and not the exception. And vice versa. If I have talents, if I think I'm great, guess what? I am the rule and not the exception. So that keeps that ego in line. And it also reminds me, I am not a victim. I am not a victim. So remind yourself that today. You are the rule and not the exception. If other people can do it, so can you. Right? All right. Go get it. Happy Tuesday.